OXANA ROUGE Eau de Parfum. I got this nice size bottle at Marshall's today. I just, was in there smelling everything and liked the way this smelled. This has a little bit of a spiciness when you first spray it. And then, of course, with the name and the colors, I think it's pretty obvious that it's inspired by the super popular, even still super popular, Baccarat Rouge 540, which my daughter wears. My daughter wears the real thing, and she also wears some of the dupes, like the Banana Republic Rosewood Amour. We have Cloud. I don't think she wears Cloud too much. It's a little fruity for her, although I like Cloud. On other people, I have it. Anyway, back to this. So, it was supposed to be $19.99, but I told them I could not find the cap, and they made it $18. A lot of the stuff in there doesn't have tops, but I just mentioned it, and they reduced it just a tiny bit. This definitely is inspired by br540. It definitely has those vibes, but just like with any of the other dupes, it has its own little unique twist, its own thing going on. I would compare this more to the Banana Republic Rosewood Amour. It's more similar to that, although it's not identical to that. I'd say this is a little bit more spicy. We all know that fragrance is unisex in general, but I would say that for example, the Banana Republic Rosewood Amour, sure, it's unisex, but it certainly leans more feminine, in my opinion, as does this one. Although this is pretty versatile. It may lean feminine, but because it has, I think, a lot of tuberose. I did not find a clear-cut answer on the notes to this. The few little sites that had notes listed were a little different, so I can't say for sure. I know which one I believe more. Anyhow, made in UAE, so that all caught my attention when I first picked it up. So after I picked it up, I looked it up, and lo and behold, there are many videos, reviews on it, particularly on TikTok, where people really like this as a br540 dupe. So yeah, it definitely has the vibes, I'm not going to lie. Out of all the dupes, honestly, I think that the oil perfumery, I don't know if they've changed their formulation, but a couple years ago, the oil perfumery that you could get, the oil roller for $20 or less, really got pretty close. However, none of these dupes of these really high dollar quality fragrances, the dupes are nice in their own right. But I'm just going to keep it real. None of them have usually the texture, the richness, and the layers, and just the quality of the ingredients that you could just really smell with the real thing. That doesn't mean that they're not nice, because they are, but they're just not, obviously not the same thing. But still, this is very nice. Obviously, I thought it was nice because I picked it up and sprayed it and liked the smell anyway. Yes, I looked it up, and, I could tell that it's inspired by 540, but this definitely has its own thing. This has a bit of spiciness. It's almost like a fruity spiciness when you first sprayed it. And when I first sprayed it, that's what I liked most about it. And then it goes into the 540 vibes, which are definitely there. Male or female, you could wear this, but if you're a female and you see this and you like the Baccarat Rouge 540, this will be worth your $20 to pick up. The lasting power is a few hours, but you could keep on spraying and spraying and spraying this. I'm sure it lingers on your skin and clothes a little bit, but it certainly doesn't have the lasting power of the real deal. I would compare the sillage and the longevity of this to the Banana Republic Rosewood Amour. This is very similar to that, although this is a little spicier, which I like. And guys or people who I identify more guy, you might like that spiciness. However, this does dry down a bit sweet, powdery, more so than the rosewood amore, for example. Let me pause this and look at, but still, you know, this is nice. It has those vibes, and you get all that for $20, or in my case, $18. So well worth it, well worth the money for this. I enjoy it. It smells good. So hold on, let me pause and look at the notes on one site. Okay, on this particular site, as you can see, it says notes of pink pepper, clary sage, tuberose, cashmerean, jasmine, ylang-ylang, benzoin, orange blossom, amber, and tuberose again. I think that this is probably the accurate notes. It says that it's woody. It does have that woody. And look, it's pink pepper. I told you they were spicy. I definitely get a tuberose smell in this, obviously making it lean, you know, more feminine, I think. But, you know, this is, of course, men can wear it. But I think these are probably the more accurate notes. Let me pause it again and look at this other. Y'all, for whatever reason, I could not get this site to translate. It keeps saying could not translate page. But you can tell what it's trying to say. And if you look down here, you know, it says, oops, you know, clearly it's saying inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. And let's see, so you can see that it's saying that it has saffron and ambergris. Oops, it's not staying in focus for y'all. I'm sorry. This says also patchouli. Maybe a combination of these two different sites with the notes. So I'm not going to list the notes on the video for obvious reasons. I don't know which one's totally correct. It could be a combination of the two. But yeah, this is decent. It does smell good. It's got its own twist, but it's definitely got the vibes, those same type of vibes. All right.